The Axial name kept popping up as we were going to market and we were looking for ways to connect with private equity groups. We've been members on Axial for a while now, and I think this was the first deal we've done where we were referred by Axial. It was super successful for us. From our standpoint, it helps to just make sure that business owners are more qualified, that they're committed to go sell the business, that they've been thoughtful about the process, and they're looking for professional help. So we found that to be true in this case. The founders of this business that we ended up helping through an exit were super professional. They had a really well-run business. Our experience as operators resonated with them. In some cases, if it's a bigger company with more structure, they've got a board. Every board member has an opinion on who should be involved in the process. Sometimes it can be overly burdensome and extended. And in other cases, it can be drawn out because the seller might not be sure that they actually want to sell the business yet, right? They might come to us, have a conversation through an introduction, through some professional. Then it takes sometimes months, sometimes a year or more for them to get comfortable with the idea of going to market. So we liked that in this case, they had made the decision to go sell the business and they reached out to Axial first. And that for us meant a lot of time savings in getting ready to go to market and winning the engagement and actually selling the business. I think that qualification process and those deadlines and when they were having conversations and how long it took, I think we maybe only had 2 meetings, maybe 3 before we signed on and decided to start the data room process and getting ready to go to market. So that was pretty quick. In some cases, it can be a 4-step, 5-step process with 5 investment banks competing for that business in multiple phases across 3 or 4 months. That timeline is about right. And we tell clients normally it's between 4 to 6 months from our start until getting all the way through an exit. The business specialized in back-end API systems. And so they were very technical. Like they sold to a technical audience. The way they went to market, they didn't go after marketers and people who were used to using kind of front-end tools. My experience specifically resonated with them because I had run a line of business for a business intelligence company called Domo. That business was all about APIs. So we connected to hundreds of APIs, to Salesforce, to the best marketing automation, Klaviyo, all of these data sources that we pipe in. So I knew how complex that problem was to solve. And I knew that APIs had no standards. So I think that context helped and really resonated because then when we went to market, we were able to really articulate the value prop of this business, right? We knew exactly why people were buying this product. We knew exactly what problem they solved. I think ultimately that helped bring clarity and a cleaner process about it. I had no idea that you had that much volume coming to you that way. So I think the platform is set up in a great way where there are some companies that are not part of Axial that want to get access to data or to deals. But the vast majority, every deal we take to market at this point, actually, we put on Axial. We're looking for private equity partners. We're looking for people who are actively buying. But I think as far as the advisor match, I think that that was new to me to understand how that model worked for you. So I think it was a great process. And I think that we'd love to be introduced to more opportunities just like this one, where you know what we do and where we specialize in terms of revenue and vertical. And you can match us up with someone and provide immediate credibility. For someone who's not gone through a process of selling a business before, that becomes really, really valuable for them because they want to make sure that they're getting the best outcome they can get. They want to make sure they have professionals who've been through it before because they're selling their baby and something that is their professional life's work. And so I think for us, it checked all those boxes in terms of you being able to validate that you've got a whole group of professionals behind you and professional buyers, and for us to go and deliver on that promise.